October 2011. No, October 2006. I was preparing for my first major deadline in my degree, and how I do things is that through night time is like the best time to do your work, because no one's awake and you're the only one that's awake, so you just have the peace and quiet. So that's how I've done things from secondary school. And so I was like, yeah, it's time to do the work. So I would do all-nighters with no thought of it, no anything. So I did this all-nighter for my first major deadline in my second year, and it was the beginning of October, and all I remember was I did the all-nighter, got to uni, gave the work in, and I went to Bible studies afterwards, and I remember telling everyone there that I'd been up I haven't slept since yesterday, since like the day before, so a good 36 hours I hadn't slept. And I was woken up that night by my bladder. My bladder was like telling me go to the toilet. So I'm like, okay, let's go to the toilet. But as I tried to get up, the crazy intense pain that was happening in my neck, then that shot down through my back, and then the more I moved, it went down to my legs. I was like, okay, this is different. Okay, you got to get there, got to get to the toilet. So, for about half an hour, struggling to like just maneuver out of this pain, so I don't wheel myself, and then so I can actually get to the toilet. So after the half an hour, I got to the toilet and I came back to bed. I went back to bed, and I remember 4 a.m. and I went to sleep. Woke up in the morning. Now it hurt to blink. And I had lost colour in my left eye. So I'm here with these two random new things. I'm just like, okay, it hurts to blink. I haven't got colour in my left eye. I can't move my neck or back without any crazy pain coming. So I'm just like, okay, Lord, it's me and you. Okay, whatever happens, it's me and you. So we went to A&E. The doctor said, oh, okay, maybe you might have MS. Oh, multiple sclerosis is probably what it is. But so I was like, okay, don't know what you're talking about, but all right. He's like, yeah, you should see this specialist. So I went to him. Doctor said, yeah, you have MS. I was like, okay. Coming from being captain of almost all the teams in school, from basketball captain, netball captain, rounders captain, being an advanced scuba diver, then a rescue diver, playing netball in Holland, water sports in France. From what he was telling me, I just didn't accept it, and to a certain extent I still don't. So anyway, so he said all these things, and this was going on. So I was just like, all right, whatever. Carried on, and it's like up until last year February, when all the symptoms, I've had another relapse. A relapse is what happened in October 2006, when my eyesight, and it hurt to blink, and the back pain and everything happened. But last year February 2011, this time I had new symptoms, like it. Every time I did this, mini blackout happened, and I was always on the verge of throwing up. I would do anything, and I was just like, I wouldn't go far because I'm just like, where's the toilet? I'm about to throw up, but I didn't actually throw up. Sensations, touching anything, didn't happen. This was around the time when I bought this punnet of strawberries. I was like, yeah, strawberries, getting in there, getting all happy for them. Put them in the fridge. Went to open this carton of juice. Got a knife to cut it open, whatever. And I saw this redness on my hand. I was just like, yeah, the strawberry juice. I licked it up. When I tasted it, I was just like, why does this taste like blood? I've cut myself opening the carton of juice, but I didn't feel anything because I was numb. No sensations in my fingers, and kind of went down the arm, and then it kind of progressed into my legs, kind of thing. And I was just like, you know what, this is not serious. So this happened last year February, and since then the doctors are saying that I haven't stopped relapsing. I think it's kind of crazy because it's just literally one thing to the next, and then the fatigue levels just going up and up. So I'll be walking, and then my leg will go dead. Doesn't want to move, doesn't want to do anything, and then I'm out. Literally, I'll have to set the bus stop for like 20 minutes just to regain life in my leg. I was like, okay. And once again, having all just in my mind, I'm active. I'm running about, doing this, playing this, going to this place, going on the soup run, feeding the homeless. I'm very into that. And just being told all these things and experiencing all these things is hard. And then when it's like, first time I told my nurse, after I've been diagnosed, I told my nurse to come and talk to my family. And she told my family that, you know, I don't want Eno to think that she's actually going through these things. They're probably all in her head. The nurse is telling my family that my symptoms are in my head. It doesn't make any sense, but you know what? I leave it alone. Leave it alone. And so after all of this, it's just like, I kind of feel like from one thing to the next, I'm okay, and then I'm not okay. And then with like, now I'm focused and I'm doing my textiles from like my knitting. And this is where I'm confused when people say there's no God that lives, because in the midst of everything that has gone on, He has been there. He has kept me, because when you lose your eyesight, I've lost it in both eyes before. When you lose your eyesight, when you can't move, when you can't feel things that you're so used to doing, I'm a textile designer, so when you're drawing and then now you can't feel the pencil, something as simple as holding a pencil that you learn when you're like 3 or 4, and I'm 26 now and I have to learn how to hold a pencil again. That's hard. That's hard. But this is where my Christianity kicks in, because that's like, through Christ all things are possible. So I can't even be sad, because I know that somebody else is going through something more than I am, and that somebody else is going to be touched by my story, because with everything that goes on, I know that He's keeping me. Literally, where everyone has shut doors to me. Last year, all my physios told me that, yeah, you're too young to be going through what you're going through, and they discharged me. My doctor did the same, my different wards did the same, and it's just like, I'm too young to be sick, but if I am sick, then what? Doesn't make sense for you to shut doors to me. But this is where my Christianity kicks in again, and I can only but praise God. So this is where right now I'm here in Wales, enjoying the birds and the roosters, it sounds, and the dogs just over there, and the birds and the greenery all around, and the sunlight, praise God, and everything around. I'm just enjoying it all, because this is not easy to go through what I've been through. I know some have had it worse, but I kind of feel like it's been made what's the word? It's been made where it's actually a bad thing to talk about how you're feeling, how you're physically feeling, how you're mentally feeling, and to me that doesn't make sense, because this is where you close it in, keep it in, and then it destroys you from the inside out. And I'm telling anyone with any issue, anyone with any kind of burden on your heart, anyone with a medical issue, mental issue, any issue, talk about it to someone. If it's not a physical human, talk about it to God. Anyone, get out, because if you keep it in, that's what's going to kill you. That's what's going to eat you from the inside out. And that's what happened all through last year. I was good, very nice, some would say voluptuous, very nice big lady, I would say. I have dropped, like, clothes-wise, I'm ranging between, I'll just say the numbers. Before, I was a nice size 24. Now I'm fitting it. This jacket is a size 18. I'm fitting into size 16, 14, 12 clothes. And I'm shocked, but I'm like, you know what? I'm alive. That's not even a mess. I'm not even gonna try it and be upset about the fact that I'm fitting into smaller clothes. And then it doesn't help when you've got people around you that don't understand what you're going through, and then they make comments like, oh, you've lost weight, you've lost so much weight, oh, why are you looking so mager, why are you looking so skinny, why have you lost all the weight, you've lost all your curves. Doesn't make sense. You don't know what I've been through for you to say any of the things that you're saying to me. But at the same time, I can only but laugh, because you don't know, and you're seeing that outside, and you're thinking that, oh yeah, she's lost weight, she looks good. You don't know that I haven't eaten maybe for like 8 hours, and if I don't get the food, I don't eat, literally. But once again, comes back to my default. Praise God. Praise God, because I'm alive. And to anyone that is struggling with anything, praise God, you're alive. You can watch this and know that you're not alone. And if you ever want to say anything to me, just, I'm there, I'm here to talk if you wish. Praise God. The sun's out. Praise God.